Hi, Jasper Basson here. It's been quite some time since I've done a rural video like this on here on the farm in Wellington, and I was just thinking about how many clients I see that earn massive amounts of money per month, really huge amounts. But let's just for purposes of my idea of the conversation and idea of the example I want to give you. Let's just work on 100,000 rand per month income. So it might sound to you a lot, or it might sound to you like not a big salary because you earn a lot more per month. It all depends on where you are. But let's work on 100,000. That's I think for the average person quite a lot of money. A lot of these clients that I have that receive 100,000 odd per month, they don't have anything to spare. Their month doesn't feel like 31 days or 30 days. It definitely feels a lot longer, and it's a very easy explanation for that. If you earn 100,000 rand per month and you stay in a place like Valdevi in Paul, like an estate or something, which is fine, there's no problem with that. But if you, most of these people rent there. I mean, you rent a property of, let's say 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 rand per month. You earn a nice big income, and you want to upgrade your vehicle. You've got a nice vehicle of a purchase, high purchase or repayment every month of 10 to 15, maybe even more, 18, 20,000 rand per month. You have your medical aid for you and potentially your family, which is also probably about 6,000-7,000 rand per month. And then obviously your school fees, and sometimes even if you're a higher class income earner, 100,000 odd, you will probably have your kids in a private school as well. So then you get to 100,000 rand very quickly, and this is without calculating your tax that you actually need to pay as well. It's without groceries, it's without spending money, it's without investments, it's without anything else. So then you can very quickly think a person is very rich because he's driving this new Mercedes, new BMW, new Ford Ranger, whatever vehicle that they might drive. And most people look at that and say, well, that guy is rich. And the problem is, you might be rich in your payslip or your monthly drawing from your business, but in essence, you're 1 month away from being insolvent. 1 month from being insolvent. So I'm not really the guy that want to suggest that you live below your means, but I would also be the guy that suggests that live within your means, and rather expand your means, but don't fill up your means, your total means that you can draw every month, with a lot of repayments. There's nothing wrong with buying a very expensive car, but my belief is if you want to buy an expensive car, buy it cash. There's no monthly restraint on your budget. You buy it cash. You have it, you have the pleasure of it, but it doesn't restrain you, and you're still financially free. The same with a house. If you need to buy a house of 5 million rand, it's great, but don't buy everything on debt. If you need to buy a 5 million rand house on debt, you mustn't buy it. You can't really afford it, in my opinion. If you want to buy a house of 5 million, pay a big chunk deposit, and then you repay the rest. But still, make sure that's within your means, and you always have that surplus available after you paid everything that you need to pay every month. I think that's the goal. You're really financially rich when you can survive for the next 3 months without receiving any income. When you have that surplus plan, you're financially rich when you have passive income that comes in every month without you need to work for that. You are definitely not financially free and rich when you have 100,000 rand a month and you need to do a lot of monthly repayments that pretty much gets to 100,000 rand per month. Then you're just the same as any other person receiving 5 or 10,000 rand per month. So food of thought, if you're down at the bracket still below of a 5, 10, 15, 20,000 rand per month, that's awesome. And keep this in mind as you go up to your 100, 150, 200,000 rand per month. Doesn't matter where it might head to. When you start, make sure that you don't fill it up with unnecessary repayments every month. It can be so easily, you can get to that point when you get to that 100,000 rand, 100,000 rand total debt that you need to pay every month. If you up there, start looking at ways to scale down. Start looking at ways that you don't have to live in something you not necessarily can afford. You don't have to drive that car that costs you 20,000 rand per month. It's nice to have, but if you scale down now, in a few years, you can potentially have that car cash and you don't have that monthly obligation to pay. So I hope that helped. It's just a random few ideas, very raw video. And if you have any suggestions, more than what I've just mentioned, any ideas that worked for you, please put it in the comments below. Please like this video, share it with a fellow friend that might also benefit from this message. Appreciate you and have an awesome weekend. Bye bye.